Welcome to this week's edition of The Life of a Fit Pro. I am your Fit Pro host, Andra Anderson. And if you are watching this on YouTube versus listening to this, you might notice the changed location. So I thought it'd be really fun for this week's topic, which is programming bootcamp, to bring you to the scene of a bootcamp. I like to joke. So let me give you a little background story on bootcamp with Fit with Andra. So when I first started teaching fitness, I was really into the pre-choreographed styles of fitness. So I started with Zumba and like 5 different iterations of Zumba. They had Zumba toning, Zumba aqua, Zumba 2, Zumba 2.5, and I took all of them, everything I could get my hands on. And I loved that they handed you music and choreography. And then eventually I started to create my own choreography and found my own voice as a dance fitness instructor. And then I found Powder Blue Productions, which was all about plyo and turbo kick. And then those were purchased by Beachbody, which also housed P90X and Insanity. And that's when my love for strength training really began. And also on this program by Kayla Itzines called Sweat. Loved it. I am, if you know, you know, I am of the era of the PDF documents with Sweat. Okay, way before the app. But I loved it. And that is where my own personal love with strength began. And I knew there was something special, and I knew I wanted to teach it. I wanted to bring it to my fitness clients who were all about cardio, right? I was a cardio queen, and I still am. I love cardio, okay? Love it. But I was noticing some amazing benefits from strength training, and I wanted to share that. Because one of the best parts about being a great fitness professional is that we don't gatekeep. When we learn something, you get to know it too. That's why it's really important to pick a great fit pro. All right, so we're at the scene of one of my bootcamp classes. I'm literally getting ready to teach in just a few minutes. And I like to joke. So I started teaching this style of boot camp really during the pandemic. I did it first on Facebook Lives and Instagram Lives. And then I started teaching via Zoom and charging. And I had the idea to teach outdoor boot camp and sort of teach in the park. But then we moved here, and I have a fantastic spot for teaching outdoor boot camp at my house, which is amazing. So I joke that we have 3 locations, but really, here's one, my porch. We also have my driveway and my garage. So 3 locations all wrapped up in one. And then eventually, hopefully one day, a pole barn will be erected on our property, and I can do my fitness stuff from there. Okay. So I wanted to walk you through what happened. So if you see behind me, if you're not watching, this is your opportunity to check out YouTube and see the visuals. I would love to bring you on set more like this. This is great. So you'll see behind me, I have different stations set up. So today's boot camp is a smaller class. We have 3 people. So that gives me the opportunity to really customize it. And that brings me to number 1. What I do? Here's my blueprint, right? If you are a fitness instructor and you're trying to get your foot off the ground, take this. Here's my blueprint. So number 1, who's coming to class? Do I have 2 people, 4 people, more than 6 people? When I get more than 6 people, I turn it into stations. When it's under 6 people, we do the whole class together. So I will create a station like this, and I don't know if you could see it. I will grab one of these. When I do these personalized stations, I put people's names on a little whiteboard, and I create a little station for you. So this one's Kayla. Hey girl, hey. And super cutesy. You do not have to do this, but this is something that I love to do. I want to know my client's favorite color, and I will write your name in your favorite color. Yeah, it's those little details that really set you apart. I promise. I don't know if my clients notice it, but you know what? I notice it, and that's enough for me. Also, if you can watch this, I'm wearing shorts and it's 45 degrees, and my clients are going to say something about that. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, but it's so cold. It's not. We'll get moving. Okay, so I look at how many people are coming. If it's under 6, I do personalized stations, and I pre-select weights for you, but I also have, I don't know if you could see this over my right shoulder, I also have a weight pen where I put other selections of weights. So I'll work with you. The great thing about my bootcamp classes, they're not overwhelmingly large, and I can give you individualized attention. We can look and see, are you struggling with the weight, or are you throwing it because it's a little too easy? Let me give you more. I'm always happy to give you more weight. Okay, so I look at who's coming. What do they like? What will motivate them? What will inspire them? What will challenge them? That is key as well, because I want you to like the class, but I want it to do something for you. So what will you like, but also what will challenge you? I also figure out the location. So today the ground is a little bit wet on my driveway. So we are on the porch. And if we're under 7 people, porch is great. The porch is great. It's a good location. I also look at the timing of the session. So this weekend, for example, I have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday boot camp. And I do have at least one person that's coming to all 3. So I had to change it up. So Friday night was power. Today is lower body. And tomorrow will be upper body and core. So I will divide the classes that way. Very rarely, this magical thing happens where Friday and Saturday, I have totally different clients coming. And I can use the same set because they've never done it. And that's amazing. Again, very rarely happens, but when it does, it is like Fit Pro magic. Fit Pro magic. Let's see. I will create sets. So I run my boot camps differently depending on the size of it, the location, time of year. I've really been leaning into Tabata style sets, which are 8 rounds of the same movement or a variation of the same movement, 20 seconds on, 10-second break in between reps. And I'll also do more of the HIIT style, which is 30 seconds of a move back to back. Oh, there's my set back there. It's falling apart. I'll show you an example like what I'm doing today. I got to fix this flag. Okay. It's got there we go. So I wrote it all on one board today because we're all doing the same thing. Look, I even drew my logo. Isn't that cute? So today I'm doing something a little different. The clients I have coming this morning, I think will be really entertained by more of a choreographed set. So I'm doing 3 choreographed sets, which are all lower body, and I'm splitting it with Tabata sets. So again, it's all lower body. So today I'm doing sumo squat, split lunge, curtsy to tap, single leg deadlift, and overhead marches, all really geared toward the lower body. And again, we'll do Tabata sometimes. I'll do back-to-back 30 seconds. I'll do my magic, which is called the FWA 100, where we end up doing 100 reps of each movement, and there are 10 total. It's amazing, but that also means that we accidentally did 400 squats last week, which was really fun. It was really fun. So I like to switch it up, but the key with teaching strength and with teaching boot camp is to have easily identifiable movements. So I have some classic movements that are like different movements paired cute ways together, but we go by the same basic movements, right? Squat, lunge, hinge, push, pull, and then sometimes walk and sometimes carry. I follow that foundation to create all of my classes. And because of that, you'll leave here with a feeling like it's a really complete workout. And I love that. Let's see. Oh, I will add games sometimes. So if I have a really big group, that's an opportunity to do something really fun. So I have from elementary school, one of those rainbow parachute things, where you grab hooks and you push it up and down, and then you make this big mushroom umbrella and you run underneath it. So I will break that out, and it feels like gym class sometimes up in here, but you know what? People like it. I also have different lighter weighted balls that we'll throw around. We'll do relays, we'll do competitions, just fun things to kind of keep each other engaged because we are a community, right? People come here maybe as strangers, but they'll leave as a community. And that's what I'm trying to do in my bootcamp classes. Very important. I've already waxed poetic about the importance of music in my classes. The playlist is so important in boot camp. So I try to find songs that are current, but then also songs that I know my clients will enjoy. And I pay very special attention to the BPMs. So 128 is my classic Tabata go-to. 128 will help you feel motivated. It'll keep you moving. It won't rush you through the strength moves. But if we add power into the mix, like a 1-minute finisher move or a 1-minute power move, I'm cranking that up to like 165, 170 BPMs just so that you get your heart rate up, you keep moving. It's a very like delicate balance of just enough movement, just enough tempo. And my people will move to the beat, and I love that. I will review every playlist before classes. I create a custom playlist for every class. Yup, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but it's so worth it. And I also will do 2 rounds of every class before giving it to you. I do not just create a set and say, all right, good luck. Hopefully this works. I will do it in my own body just so that I know how to cue it, how to help you get through it, maybe different variations. But honestly, I also learn from you. So I might call a move and give you a few variations, but then somebody comes up with something magical that works best for their body. And I go, all right, adding that to the variation bank, and I will share that for next time. And I'll call it out when I see it too. I'm like, whoa, that's a great variation. Everybody look what's going on over here. I love this. Add this if this is something you would like to do as well. So I will do 1 to 2 rounds of each set because I want to make sure that it flows right. It's very important also for me to make sure it's efficient. I love seeing the memes of like when you're using the resistance band and you're going from one move to the next and it's like, take it off, take the resistance band off, hurry, get it off. You have 5 seconds. I try my best not to have that. Sometimes it's kind of fun. Sometimes it's kind of fun, but I try not to have that. I try to make it, okay, if you're going to put the band on, we're going to use it for a couple of movements and then we're going to abandon it like it's done. I try to make it efficient so that you don't feel like overwhelmed when you're coming to class. I wrote all these things down so that I didn't like forget anything. Let's see what else I forgot here. I have like 15 different things. Review the tempo. Oh, write the movements on my whiteboard. That's like my fun part. I have so many colored expo markers. And again, the important thing of using your favorite color for your name. I love that. I love that. I'll set the class up usually about 45 minutes before we actually have the class. That gets a little trickier in the summer when my solid job work hours change. Sometimes I have about 30 minutes to get everything ready. It really helps me if I can set stuff up the night before in some capacity, whether it's just setting up like my little table. So I'm going to turn the camera so you can see. I don't have my table today, but on the ground I have my essentials that I would put on my table, which includes my schedule. I love to have little like wipes and tissues, essential things that will help people feel comfortable. I'll put bottles of water out there sometimes. Usually people come with their own. I also will put little packets of electrolytes or little snacks. I'll give you little snacks after class too, because I think those things are important and I like to give them to you. And so I'll have that set up. I'll make sure my stereo is fully charged. That's a huge thing too. Sometimes I forget about that. And sometimes I'll write the sets like the day before if I know I'm going to be really crunched on time. Sometimes I'll even go through the sets the day before so that I can just go set it up and I'm ready for it. But yeah, there's a lot. As I'm saying it out loud, like I just do it because it's just part of my routine. But there's a lot that goes into it because I want to make it a class that you like, that you want to come back to, that you want to bring your friends to. And I want to see you get stronger. I want to see you get better. And for me, I want to have great longevity in my fitness profession. So I want to make sure that I'm creating something that I enjoy offering and that you enjoy taking. And that is how I program my bootcamp classes, my strength classes. It's different when I do my other classes that aren't bootcamp, but that could be a topic for another day. I would love to know different things that you do, how you set up your class, or if you are a new fitness professional, how you think you're going to do it, if you took anything away from this, or even more fun, if you're a client, did you notice this stuff? Like, do you notice this stuff consciously or subconsciously? Does it matter to you? What do you want to see more of? I always love that too. You inspire me to be the best that I can be. You inspire me to be better and more efficient and more cutesy, and keep bringing that because that's what I want to do for you. That's what I want to give you. And that is our episode for this week. Thank you so much for joining me for the Life of a Fit Pro. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe, comment, share. That makes my little heart go pitter patter, and I just love it. So thank you. See you next time. Bye.